Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. We're going to talk about the beginning of the end of comedy. Yeah, this is in regards to Dave Chappelle being attacked yesterday on stage at the Netflix Comedy Festival. Netflix is a joke, and we did a video on that yesterday, and his attacker was a 23-year-old man, attacked him, and they were going to charge this guy with felony, and apparently he's getting off with a misdemeanor. A misdemeanor for attacking a comedian on stage. But we're going to talk about Howie Mandel weighing in on the situation, saying it's the beginning of the end of comedy. Actually, no, the beginning of the end of comedy was when we were not allowed to say what we want to say without fear of being attacked. And this has been going on for years. In fact, we'll talk a little bit more about this, but Jerry Seinfeld, back in 2014, 2015, said that he was no longer going to play colleges because college kids can't take a joke. And we see where this leads to. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 266,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. Please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. Make sure you're getting those. You don't want to miss anything. Yeah, this is all over the place today. It is the beginning of the end of comedy. Comedy has been dead for a while. So this is coming from the Post. Dave Chappelle attack is beginning of the end. Howie Mandel isn't looking forward to doing stand-up comedy in the near future. The 66-year-old admitted he's fearful for the comedic community following Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars in March and the attack on Dave Chappelle at the Netflix is a Joke Festival on May 3rd. Well, here's the thing. Hollywood helped perpetuate this, didn't they? That, we're not allowed to be offended. We're not allowed to tell offensive jokes. There's got to be backlash and cancellation, and that has escalated to physical assault. Now, in the case of Will Smith, I think there's a lot of other crazy shit going on with him and his wife that led to this, but I think we're going to see more people try to physically attack comedians that they don't like, especially Dave Chappelle. I could see them going after somebody like Ricky Gervais. You're not allowed to be a wrong thinker these days without the potential for physical abuse. Now, Howie Mandel is very, very tame. Howie Mandel has not been edgy in decades, and I don't think he's in any danger. But, it's funny how when shit gets real, all of a sudden you're like, yeah, this cancel culture stuff, this is pretty bad, yeah. Not to comment on what happened at the Academy Awards, but I thought that opened the floodgates. The former Deal or No Deal host told the Daily Pop on Wednesday. There we go. There he is. We're already, as comedians, being attacked as far as being canceled for something that you don't like, something that you find offensive, something you think is too soon. He continued. Mandel went on, you saw what happened at the Academy Awards, and I thought that just triggers violence. Violence triggers violence, and I think this is the beginning of the end for comedy. The comedian also joked, if he was in Rock's or Chappelle's shoes, I wouldn't just stand there. I wouldn't fight back. I would just run. The America's Got Talent judge also spoke with Billy Bush on Extra yesterday about the incident with Chappelle. The Hollywood Bowl earlier this week, the 48-year-old Chappelle was ambushed on stage by 23-year-old Isaiah Lee, who was later booked for felony assault with a deadly weapon over the attack. Yeah, this guy had a fake gun that had a switchblade or something in it. It was a switchblade. But apparently it's been lowered to a misdemeanor. We'll talk about that. That hit, no pun intended, it hit very deeply. Watching what happened to Dave last night confirmed my fear. I was watching it kind of live on Twitter. Twitter is where this shit comes from, Howie. And I turned to my wife and I said, I don't want to. I don't want to go on stage. I'm just really afraid. Bush also asked the bullshit, the game show host, how many shows is he hosting now? If he would plan future comedy tours, Mandel replied, love of what we do is fading. Joking now has no safety net. That's the point. They want you to be afraid to tell jokes. They want you to be afraid to speak. If you don't get canceled, you get punched. Because you're an alt-right Yahtzee. And always punch Yahtzees. I'm actually going to do less because the love is not as fervent as it was, 6 months ago, because fear overtakes. And I'm a guy who, lives with worry anyway. Yeah, this is a guy who's afraid of dirt. Okay, Howie Mandel is afraid of dirt. So yeah, he's going to be afraid of a guy punching him in the face. I've been open about my mental health. I'm neurotic. I suffer from depression. A lot of people, do in comedy. I mean, God, R.I.P. Robin Williams. Who knew? That's awful. But yeah. So anyway, the guy was left in pretty bad shape. This Isaiah Lee, originally booked for felony assault, but they lowered it to misdemeanors. Now, if you saw the video yesterday, yeah, he jumped Dave Chappelle on stage, and his bodyguards got a hold of him, and they freaking bent his arm backwards. As some people said on Twitter, they transitioned him into a pretzel. So the man accused of tackling Dave Chappelle during a performance at the Hollywood Bowl was charged with 4 misdemeanor crimes Thursday, after the LA district attorney said the onstage attack didn't qualify as a felony. To jump a guy on stage. Isaiah Lee, 23, is facing 1 misdemeanor count, each of battery, possessing a deadly weapon with intent to assault, unlawfully crossing from a spectator area onto a stage at a theatrical event, and interfering with or delaying such an event with unlawful conduct. The 2 counts carry a maximum sentences of up to 6 months in jail. 1 misdemeanor for jumping Dave Chappelle on stage with a knife, and God only knows what his intentions were. Probably not good, but it's a misdemeanor. 6 months. Lee's case was called in an LA courtroom Thursday afternoon, but he was a medical miss out because he was still awaiting the results of a COVID test. Baby, don't jump people, and you won't get COVID. The judge said his arraignment is now set for Friday. A public defender declined to comment after telling the judge her office would seek appointment to represent Lee. Yeah, they had a replica gun holding a knife blade, and that's a misdemeanor. After reviewing the evidence, prosecutors determined that while criminal conduct occurred, the evidence as presented did not constitute felony conduct. What the hell does? Declining to elaborate on why, because the case remains open and under investigation. Yeah, look at this shit. Look at this. Poke your eye out, man. Like he was absolutely gonna harm Dave Chappelle with this, and it's a misdemeanor. Are you freaking kidding me? But I guess the guy's he's got a history of mental health issues. Obviously, he's on prescription medication. And I think he's living in a homeless shelter or something, and just woke up one day and decided, how the hell do you afford tickets? How do you afford tickets? But he woke up one day and decided, yeah, he was going to jump and possibly stab Dave Chappelle. That's what he was going to do that day. But misdemeanor. So yeah, Jerry Seinfeld has been saying it for years that, he doesn't do comedy anymore, especially not for college-age fans on campus, because they can't take a joke. He says, I don't play colleges. This was like 2015. So he called the time of death of comedy back then, 2015. I don't play colleges, but I hear a lot of people tell me don't go near colleges. They're so PC. They just want to use these words. That's racist, that's sexist, that's prejudiced. He continued. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And they don't. They still don't. But yeah, so there we go, guys. A lot of comedians afraid now, because a lot of people are getting jumped on stage, and I do not expect it to stop. But hopefully, a lot of these comedy events and any kind of event, any kind of public gathering, I think they need to beef up security, because there are a lot of legitimately mentally ill people out there. A lot of people broken by the pandemic, and they're going to take their frustration and aggression out on people that are wrong thinkers, that are their perceived enemies. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run. Oh, you got splatted. Oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay. What?
Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
Better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him! Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should like really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna wrap this effer up.
Yes.